Hi, everyone. It's Carolyn Moore with the Modern Widows Club, and it is December 2022. Okay, so as always, every month we have a new topic. Okay, so this month in December, it's our Virtues Guide Us Higher. Okay, this is under the purpose and meaning health. Okay, for those of you who are in our book club, we're going to be reading The Beauty of What Remains by Steve Leader. So just make a note about that. Okay, so virtues inspire us to be who we truly are and to live up to our highest values. You know, here at Modern Widows Club, we have certain values: to be compassionate, to be caring, to be great listeners, to be an advocate, to have empathy, right? To be understanding. And early in widowhood, I made a list of the virtues I greatly admired in my late husband, Chad. It was how I moved forward by leaning into more of those things that I wanted to be like, that he possessed. Okay. It helped me to feel close to him. And it also helped me to feel like I was carrying on a legacy of good in the world. So virtues are our inner strengths, the content of our character, and the truest expression of ourselves. They lead us towards deeper meaning and compassion and integrity. What virtues did what virtues did your person that you lost inspire you now? That's a question I often ask. Like, my late husband was a lot of fun, even though he was in a work environment, and I want for work to be fun and inspiring here at Modern Widows Club. So I carry on that legacy. What I want you to do this month is to write some of those virtues down and apply them today in some small way. And maybe just talk about them, right? Amongst yourselves, at your communities or online, just talk about that. I admired this about him or her, and today that translates and has transformed into what I do here, right? Here's some virtues to consider: steadfastness, prayerfulness, respect, justice, creativity, enthusiasm, openness, patience, wisdom, fairness, forgiveness, responsibility, reverence, trustworthiness. Those are just to name a few examples. Values are very culture specific, while virtues are universally valued by people of all backgrounds and cultures. Virtues are the common thread that unites us all in humanity. Let's find the virtues we have in ourselves, as well as those closest to us, and we are creating a legacy of honoring those we loved in our life that is enmeshed with our own legacy now. And virtues are a big part of what makes that so unforgettable and immeasurable. Okay, so that's what the topic is going to be. This month, we're going to be talking about virtues that we're passing on, that we possess ourselves, and just kind of let it take us to higher places. I hope you enjoy the topic this month. Now, since we're in December, I just wanted to show you a couple things. If any of you wanted to give a gift, we have these Worcester leather cuffs. It says noun, widow plus sister on the back. These can be found in our shop. We also have the Hope, Heal, Grow, Lead box. You are loved. This is what you or a widow you know will receive. There is a tumbler in here. There's an inspirational card. Let's see if I can get it over here. There's a little temporary tattoo here. There's a journal, and there's a candle in here that says love. So this is a wonderful gift to give. You go over to modernwidowsclub.org shop and give a gift this holiday season to another widow or to yourself. All right, so every month, like always, we have a legendary widow role model, and it's an interesting one this month, and it's Mary Magdalene. Okay, so research has recently discovered an archaeological site in Magdala in Jerusalem that suggests that Mary Magdalene might have been part of the ministry that followed Jesus and was possibly a very wealthy widow whose money funded a synagogue or a house of prayer for believers. Now, reports also revealed that there was never any mention of Mary Magdalene as a sinner in the Bible. The Gospel of Luke, however, wrote about casting 7 demons out of her body in Luke 8:2, which was then interpreted as the darkness of grief, hinting towards the mental and physical anguish she was experiencing. When I talked to some of the scholar pastors that I know, they said there was a reason for that need for the darkness to be cast out of her. And I thought, gosh, that's what early widowhood felt like. It felt like just darkness descended on my life. And so I could see how that would get interpreted, that she that's what was actually really happening to her. It doesn't say that she lost a husband, but it sounds like the experience of losing someone very close to you. So scholars have said that during the first century, people were named after their hometown. So Mary Magdalene may have been from Magdala, more than likely. Okay, so in the Gospels, Luke mentioned her as one of the very first women who took care of Jesus with their own resources. Thus, the possibility that she was probably wealthy because she was free to do what she wished. And then during those times, she chose to embolden the Christian movement with her power and her influence. When you think about it, back in those biblical times, women were either property of a father or a husband, right? And even in widowhood, it would get transferred down to the brother of the spouse. But this isn't what happened to Mary Magdalene. She somehow encountered wealth, maybe from both her father and her husband, who knows, right? But she used it for something very meaningful and purposeful. And she always, I love the story of how she used her influence to bolster a movement that we know now today as modern Christianity. So in 2017, Pope Francis declared Mary Magdalene as an apostle of the new and greatest hope. A year before that, the Pope signed a decree that marked Mary Magdalene's feast day, which is July 22nd, alongside the other apostles, a woman of great virtue who dedicated her life's treasures towards a big mission and purpose on her life. So there's a quote, "I am one way, and now I am completely different. And the thing that happened in between was him." That was part of the script from the TV the show The Chosen. And that was Mary Magdalene's character talking about the difference that Jesus had made in her life. And so you can imagine how much hope and how much healing and how much growth she experienced from that connection with spirituality, connection with someone higher purpose than herself, right? So that's our legendary widow for this month. And the holiday and happenings are, well, December 7th is National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. December 10th is Human Rights Day. December 17th is National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. And December 18th, Hanukkah begins, okay? December 21st is winter solstice, and 25th, of course, Christmas Day, and on 26th, Kwanzaa begins, and then we wrap up the year of 2022 with New Year's Eve on December 31st. 1st. So it's been a full year of me welcoming you here in my HQ office. This is where I work every day. And I just want to say that I'm so proud of everything Modern Widows Club and the women in this organization have accomplished because of the supporters. Without our donors, we are completely reliant on you caring about our programs and engaging in them, and also giving monthly and one time, or even from your foundations. End of the year giving is happening this month, and we certainly are grateful for the hundreds. Right now, it's about 125,000 direct services that Modern Widows Club has provided this year. Funding hasn't been very high, and so we've been operating on very lean terms, and we hope that's going to change in 2023. But every little bit, if your life has been touched by Modern Widows Club, this is the time to give even a small amount, because it's all the small amounts that keep us going and keep us being available for the 120,000 direct services that we were actually able to make sure a widow connected. So I hope you will give. I hope you will have a wonderful, happy holiday, Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate, because we're here doing life together. And I'm so grateful you're here. Much love.